Hey guys, I'm Steff and welcome back to my beauty stash. Today we're trying out a new concealer, a new super duper affordable concealer, and that is from The Ordinary. The Ordinary released their new line of concealers last week, and I ordered these straight from the Ordinary website. They are available on Cult Beauty as well, and I believe Cult Beauty is the one over in the UK. So here with the Ordinary, I was able to order from the domestic website, so that made shipping really easy. These retail for $5.80 a piece, so I decided to pick up two different shades. The shades we're going to be working with today are 1.1 neutral fair and then 1.2 light neutral. And I, of course, it's a sunny day outside, I will be going outside to show you all what these swatches look like on a fair to light skin tone. In this product, you do get 8 mLs, which is, I think, pretty standard for a concealer. And I like that it's just basic little packaging. It stays true to who the brand is. No fuss, no frills, just good products. So let's go over the deets of this new concealer, and then I'm going to show you guys how I applied it, how I am wearing it, because I am wearing it right now, and I will be wearing it for a good 10 hours today. And then we'll do the periodic check-ins, and of course at the end of the video I will come on here to give you guys my final thoughts and review over these new Ordinary concealers. If you want to see how it's all gonna work out, keep on watching. The new Ordinary concealer is a high spreadability suspension system that offers very high coverage with a real skin finish. Packed with a thin nozzle applicator for precise and easy application, this formula allows high pigments to look natural on the skin and resist collecting in fine lines. Available across a 36 shade range. The Ordinary concealer has been formulated to be slightly lighter in comparison to our offerings within our serum coverage foundations. This new concealer is alcohol-free, oil-free, nut-free, vegan, gluten-free, cruelty-free, and retails for $5.80 on the Ordinary website. Alright guys, so let's jump into this new Ordinary concealer. And I did again pick up the two shades. I'm going to go in with 1.1 neutral, which is fair. And let me make sure I give it a good shake. And we're going to start with that under the eye area. Now I am going to go in with foundation after this, just because I'm trying out a new foundation as well today. So that is what 1.1 fair looks like. Now I'm just going to get a little bit. It feels pretty like a good consistency. I wouldn't say it feels super thick. Not like the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye. So it's definitely a very light shade, which is fine because it'll help brighten this area. But it doesn't feel very thick. And that's actually good, especially if it's going to go under the eye. You want something lightweight, but that can still provide coverage, buildable coverage. I'm going to use the darker shade to spot conceal. And normally I would go in with my foundation first, but since we're trying this concealer, I want to show you how it will spot conceal, or so we can see what type of coverage we're going to get. And the foundation I am trying out today is the new one from Huda Beauty. I'm going to be comparing it side by side to the original FauxFilter, and then this new one is the Luminous Matte, which is supposed to be a little bit better. She said she listened to a lot of her customers' feedback. Alright, so that is the concealer under my eye area. So it was definitely very easy to blend out, but I'm not too sure it's providing enough coverage. It does say it's supposed to be a high coverage formula. And I don't have a lot of dark circles to begin with, but I really want it to look, yeah, I think that looks better. All right, so we'll leave that eye alone. And what I want to do next is just spot conceal, maybe just like right here and right here where I normally would. I don't want to do too much since I do have to try that other foundation. This one is going to be in the shade 1.2N, which is a light neutral. So not really that big of a shade difference. You can see the one I just applied right now is this one, and then this one was the first one. See, it's definitely covering, that's for sure. So yeah, it's definitely going to take away if you have redness and discoloration. It's definitely going to help to conceal that. All right, now I'm not going to set my under eye area. Actually, I think I'm just going to set one eye, but it's not settling into any fine lines. It doesn't feel matte either. It still feels like there's some luminosity, and then there's some like moisture to it as well. It's not like a drying formula at all, which I can really appreciate. And I did do a good job of just spot concealing right here on the sides of my cheeks. So I'm going to be very anxious to be trying this for the next 10 hours. And I will let you guys know in my next check-in the powder I used. And you guys will see me more with a full face of makeup during that check-in. But this is how it looks on its own without anything else. And I might end up removing this part just because I'm going to do that foundation review and I do need to put some primer down. But you can see that it did do a pretty decent job of spot concealing. So if you were going to use this to spot conceal rather than just to do like your under eye area and maybe highlight the high points of your face, then I think you can definitely achieve some coverage with this. It does say it is high coverage, and obviously it's a buildable coverage as well. So I will be back in a few more hours to give you guys the first check-in of the day, and then at the end of the day, we will wrap it up and I will give you my final thoughts on this new Ordinary concealer. So I will talk to you all in a bit. All right, this is my 5-hour check-in wearing the new Ordinary concealer. I added a little bit of the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Loose Setting Powder to this eye only, and then I didn't add anything over here, and I can really tell the difference. I think that this eye just looks a lot smoother. It actually looks a little bit brighter, more awake, and the concealer did lightly settle into those fine lines that I have, but that's no big deal. I mean, you can pat those away, but I still feel like I could have more coverage. And I notice it more with this side without powder versus this side with powder. But even still, I think it could be, or maybe I just could have built it up a little bit more, like right in here. So that is the only place that I have the concealer on my face. I showed you guys earlier how it was able to spot conceal, and it did a pretty good job there. But I did go ahead and remove that from my cheek area just because I am testing out this new Huda Beauty FauxFilter foundation. But this is what the under eye is looking like. It's not bad, and for less than $6, I mean, so far it's doing a pretty good job. But I definitely think you're going to have to build into your desired coverage. So I will be back in another 5 hours to give you guys my final thoughts and my review over this new Ordinary concealer. So I will talk to you guys in a bit. All right, this is the 10-hour mark of me trying out the new Ordinary concealer. This is their high coverage formula, and this is how my under eyes are looking. Remember that this side is with the powder and this side is without. I have to say, guys, that what I said in the 5-hour mark about me preferring the side with the powder versus the side without still holds true. I really do think that this concealer looks much better when it's lightly set with powder, especially on the under eye area. This one I feel kind of lost a little bit of coverage, and it did settle a little bit into the fine lines, which is no big deal because like you can just pat them out, but you don't always want to be, touching your eye area and stuff.
I do definitely think that this is something that you're gonna have to build up the coverage with. For some of you, that's fine, that's no big deal. But for others who have major blemishes to conceal, I don't know that this is necessarily gonna provide the coverage that you're looking for without you really having to build it up. With that said, I did insert a swatch of the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye in outdoor lighting along with the 2 shades of the Ordinary concealer, and I have this one right here, and the shade I have in this one is Light, which says Ultra Fair. And this concealer, you only need a little bit of this. This one definitely goes a long way, and this one provides a lot better coverage. While it is more expensive, the fact that you only need very little of it might be worth it. So I want to say that this IT Cosmetics concealer retails for around maybe $20 or $25. Don't quote me on that price. I'll leave it down here below, and it will be linked in the description box down below. But I think if you have this already, then stick to this one. I don't think the Ordinary concealer is something that you need to pick up. For those of you who are just looking to upgrade your concealer, maybe you're fans of the Ordinary foundation. I have reviewed both of these already on my channel, so I will have that linked up above so you guys can check it out. Let me go ahead and let's swatch these in comparison with the concealer. So right now I have the Serum Foundation right there, and this one is in the shade 1.2Y. This is a very, this is a true serum foundation. If you guys saw my recent foundation review, which was the Clinique Even Better Clinical Serum Foundation, that was a thick serum foundation. That didn't even feel to me like a serum foundation. This is very runny, very watery. This to me is like the quintessential serum foundation. Now, this other one, this is the one that is the coverage foundation from the Ordinary. And you can find both of these at Ulta. That is where I picked them up. And this one is in shade 1.2N, which is actually one of the shades of the concealer, and I will swatch that as well. So here's the coverage foundation, okay? This definitely provides more coverage, but I wouldn't say it's a full coverage either. I do think it is buildable as well. But there you can see, this is the serum, this is the coverage, this is the IT Cosmetics. And now let me do the 1.2 shade, because they did say on their website that the concealer is just a shade lighter than the foundation so that it can complement it. So again, this coverage foundation is 1.2N, and this concealer is also 1.2N. And there is a tremendous difference between the two. So here's 1.2N in the concealer, and here is 1.2N in the coverage foundation. So this will definitely act as a brightener. That you want to spot conceal with this, not too sure. You might want to go up a shade in the concealer if your shade in the coverage foundation is 1.2. Just throwing that out there because this is what they look like. If you think that's fine to spot conceal, again, when we're spot concealing, especially like for me that I spot conceal in this area, I don't want to highlight this. You don't want to highlight your blemish. You want it to be the same color as the rest of the face. Your under eye area, T-zone right here on the chin, that's the stuff you want to bring forward. That's the stuff you want to spotlight. So just be mindful of that when you are choosing a concealer. Sometimes that's why people get 2 different shades of concealer, hence why I picked up 2 different shades of concealer, because I want to use one of them to spot conceal and I want to use the other more for highlighter purposes. For $5.80, The Ordinary really does make it easy to afford their products, to afford this concealer, as well as the foundation. The foundation is $6.80, and I think maybe $7. Definitely no more than $7 for the foundation and under $6 for the concealer. If you're looking to add a new affordable foundation and concealer to your stash, I would check them out. They're not bad. I don't know exactly when or if this is going to go to Ulta. I do know that the foundations, they carry them there. But I know that you can find this right now on the Ordinary website as well as the Cult Beauty website in case you are interested in purchasing them. So overall, guys, for less than $6, it is not a bad concealer. But just know if you're going to put it under your eye area and you have little fine lines like I do, you might want to consider setting it. And of course, if you're gonna spot conceal anywhere else on your face, I would definitely apply a little bit of powder on top just so that you can lock it in and it doesn't lose coverage throughout the day. Now guys, one of the main things that this has going for it is that they have a lot of shades to choose from. It's affordable and it's a lightweight concealer, which is exactly what you want for the under eye area. So guys, leave me your comments down below. What do you think of this new Ordinary concealer? Is it something that has caught your eye? Are you putting it on your list or are you gonna pass? Let me know if you've tried out the foundation, the coverage, or the serum one. Let me know what you think about that. I know a lot of us out there, myself included, we use a lot of the Ordinary skincare products like the niacinamide, the hyaluronic acid, the masks, the cleansers, the moisturizers. They really do make good skincare products that can be added very easily into your already existing skincare routine. So that is one of the things that I love about The Ordinary as a brand. They're affordable and effective. All right, guys, so that wraps up today's concealer review and wear test over the new Ordinary Concealer High Coverage Formula. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.